The Kolbrin Book of Wisdom, Chapter 5, Within Your Home. Though your house is your domain and the stronghold of your privacy, keep it open for acts of charity. Do not close its doors to one in trouble, but let all who need it enter and find sympathy. Let your house be open to receive the widow and the orphan. Maintain your house as a place of contentment and happiness, permitting all members to have their say, without interruption or suppression. Uphold its sanctity and the sanctity of your family, whatever befalls, bearing in mind that no sacrifice in doing so is too great. If the sanctity of your home or family has been betrayed or destroyed, do not be passive, for by doing so, you induce the same calamity to fall upon another. Your home is the stronghold of your privacy and ideals, and it enshrines the gentleness of your wife and the modesty of your daughters. Therefore, do not permit it to be invaded by the tongues of lewdness, or allow its air to be polluted by the breath of the foul-mouthed. The man who does so displays his lack of pride and the low esteem in which he holds his family. If you hear lewdness in the privacy of a man's house, know that he is a weak character, whose family is to be pitied. Within your house is your home, and this is the life and spirit of the house. Maintain your home as a hallowed place, where all that is finest in mankind remains enshrined. Do not argue except to instruct, and do not chastise without understanding and good intent. Never break the peace of the table, for food should always be consumed in tranquility and without haste. It is the nature of children to be boisterous and get into mischief. So the good parent tempers discipline with understanding and tolerance. The good parent is never unduly harsh, but neither is he lax and indifferent to the need for discipline. The proper discipline for a child is maintained through example and guidance, not through chastisement. When the need arises to punish a child, never do so without asking yourself where you have failed. If you care enough for the child, you will be diligent in your heart searching. An unhappy marriage is always the result of haste, thoughtlessness, or lack of consideration by both or one. No child should ever suffer for the foolishness or ignorance of a parent, and when dealing with a child, this must be the governing rule. While no one can claim happiness as a birthright, every child brought into the world is entitled to all the happiness possible and all the pleasures of childhood. The son of a man's home is his wife, but he who takes an unchaste woman to wife is one content to live without the warmth of inspiration. The man whose wife lacks the womanly virtues becomes a prisoner to his own shame, and his house a place of discord and unrest. A faithful wife crowns her husband with a garland of happiness, but the wife who deceives her husband is like a cancer within his heart, waiting to erupt. Within his home a man is king, and his wife is queen. No stranger should be permitted to trespass on the domain of their happiness, and prying officials should rightly be excluded. Even those who seek to uphold the laws of men shall not force entry, but all worthy men will deal with them honorably and justly.